turn, we've got lethal in air. They have no blockers. So yeah. And they're tapped out for mana. This is it. Booyah. Doesn't matter what we exile, just do it. Yeah. Back on the winning streak again. Love to see it. Haha. Hey, what's up? What's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my video here on Arena Hacks. If you're new here, I like doing all kinds of decks from budget to control to aggro, mid-range, like all kinds of mono green, mono black, mono, just almost everything, not so much mono blue, but whatever, you know, just about everything. Also, if you're new here and you're new to Magic or MTG Arena, I actually have a really great section or series of videos entirely for beginners, all helping you get familiar with the game and the program, as well as all kind of neat, great tips and tricks for growing your account, growing your digital collection, earning all kinds of free cards, and getting your account started, all on a budget. So if you like any of that you just heard here, please hit that subscribe right down in the bottom corner where I am. And yeah, also hit the thumbs up on the video and check out my Patreon page and any other ways of supporting the channel down in the comments, or in the description, I mean. Anyways, for today's video, I'm continuing on with kind of revisiting my beginner's account that I created. And I'm revisiting Treasure Hunt. I do have a section of videos that is all about the 2022 decks that they award you now for new players getting started, and all of my upgrades for them. However, when I did those videos, that was way back before even rotation happened, before they started giving you these decks as the rewards when you started up with MTG Arena. So, and they were giving, and they had an event, I think it was, where all players were allowed to enter and use these decks, these pre-constructed decks that they were about to start giving away to people. And I took that deck list and I upgraded it to prepare for the rotation. However, they've changed the deck lists that they give to new players slightly, and I have actually noticed that there is definitely a bunch of commons and uncommons that have changed. So you're starting with a different amount of decks. So using this account now, I'm able to start with the exact pre-constructed version of Treasure Hunt that they give me. So I've now made a new upgraded version of the Treasure Hunt that they give you. And this is it right here. Treasure Hunt, instead of 2.0, I call it 2022 this time, Treasure Hunt 2022. And a lot of the rares and mythics in here, if they're not already included in the deck, like Inferno of the Star Mounts. I believe I grabbed this one from the Savage Lands deck that they give you, one of the pre-constructed. So we've got this here. This guy came in this deck already. Same with the Westgate Regent. Same with Orcus, and same with Immersturm Predator. I think I added Gelatinous Cube, not sure where that one comes from originally. Same with Baleful Mastery, comes from another pre-constructed deck that I added, which are all very, very powerful removal, very good cards to have in here. Why I added them in here. Gelatinous Cube is a creature in the form of removal, or removal in the form of a creature, however you want to look at it. It doesn't matter. You know, and they had the 3 Skullport Merchants. I wouldn't even mind going with a 4th one. You know, maybe instead of Xorn, although Xorn's pretty good. A lot of the stuff I kept the same. Magic Missile, you know, is the same. I think I increased the number of Deadly Disputes and Dragonfires and Kalains, which I did mention in the Beginner's Guide series that I did. I increased the number of Shambling Ghasts, and then I added Sanitarium Skeletons and the Unwilling Ingredient was already in there. But there's basically 8 1-drops that we love to sacrifice because they either, like this, has something to do from the graveyard, or these guys who can come back from the graveyard so we can sacrifice them over and over again, or the Shambling Ghast, which has all those abilities there, the -1/-1, or create a treasure token when it dies. So these are all really powerful creatures to sacrifice to our Deadly Dispute, which gives us card draw, which is so sorely needed when we get stuck on lands or whatever kind of bad card draw we're in. Oh, excuse me. Same with the Skullport Merchant and his ability. We got that thing to sacrifice a creature, draw a card. He creates a treasure when we enter the battlefield. Also with these two guys, they can sacrifice this one can sacrifice an artifact. This has to sacrifice specifically a treasure, which so happens to be an artifact as well. However, if you, like I said in his ability, it has to be a treasure For Skullport Merchant, Deadly Dispute can sacrifice any creature or any artifact to do its ability. Dragon's Fire is in here as more removal, early game, 2 mana, and it can be pretty powerful, especially if we have a Inferno of the Star Mounts to reveal or Goldspan Dragon. It can be either 4 damage or 6 damage, which is really freaking sweet. Oh. Where was I? I think I pointed out all the differences. Soul Shatter already came in this deck, and it's a very powerful removal. Doesn't need to target your opponent's creatures. So it gets past Hexproof. It also gets past Indestructible because your opponent is sacrificing the creature. Xorn, I would swap him for a Skullport Merchant. He's just not that great of not that much of a performer in this deck. I mean, it's really cool when you can combine him and Goldspan Dragon, but there's only 1 copy of each in the deck, so I mean, come on, what are the odds? What are the freaking odds? Yeah, so that's basically it. Again, a lot of the cards have remained the same, like Grim Bounty. I just increased the removal, took out some of those ogres that they have in here, and some of the other low-end stuff that's just not really necessary. I think they had 1 Thieves Tools, and it's just like, that's not really necessary in here. We can make a really good deck with all this other stuff. But Magic Missile's an overperformer in this deck, and like they all do their work, from Grim Bounty to Dragon's Fire. Like, it's a really good deck. So that being said, and after I've given a little introduction of the deck, I've really just only briefly gone over the changes that I've made to it. Let's go to Arena and see how the deck performs. Up against Inferno boss. I like this starting hand, so we're going to keep it. Let's just get our Shambling Ghast out right away. Yeah, when am I going to play this town? I guess we're going to have to play it next turn. Because with 2 claims, there's no reason why we don't play one right away. Get that out there. And then next turn we can still use that treasure for a Magic Missile if we need it, which wouldn't be terrible. There we go. We can go this way. Put all damage there, just like that. Werewolf Pack Leader is very scary. Keep chipping away. And hopefully we can draw something pretty awesome soon. We've got lots of awesome stuff in here. So, so they get haste. They're going to chip us for 3. Which we've already hit them for 3, so it's like, yeah, back and forth. Werewolf deck. This sucks. Werewolf decks are really good. This is going to be a challenge. I say we fry it. Like, that thing is too powerful. Whenever they play other creatures, they're going to be able to give them haste and +1/0, and then this guy's going to be able to attack because he's going to lose summoning. So we got the Magic Missile. We kind of have to use it. Stop playing ridiculously awesome stuff. We're running out of whatchamacallit spells. Burn spells. Removal. 2 Magic Missiles though, right in a row. Shuffler's fine, don't worry. Ugh, yeah, see that absolutely. Alright, more of our burn spells. So no, we're just gonna go this way. Do we attack with everybody and then Dragonfire if they block? Or just Dragonfire right away? Well, I say we keep chipping away. That's another really, really good werewolf that we absolutely have to deal with. Let's just get rid of it so it doesn't even block damage. We still have so many cards. 3 in their graveyard, 3 in our, 4 lands each. Right, because we play creatures and we play a card to deal with their stuff. How much does it cost? Is Is it 3 mana? No, it's 2 mana for this. This adversary. Oh, most of them are 3 to use their kicker thing. This is 2. 3/3 wolf from that. Okay. That kind of sucks. Well, we got Kalain to chump block. I'm going to play another Kalain later. This Kalain would be a 2/3. I don't think that's quite good enough. Damn, we're in a really bad spot now. Oh, and now it's... Okay, well, they don't have werewolves, so the nighttime at the moment doesn't matter unless they play... Okay, that's not a werewolf. Although that's bad if they go level 2 with it, which they probably will. And everybody attacks now. Yeah. Of course that goes on the adversary. Of course. So we'd have to block with everybody and -1 twice with both Shambling Ghast to take down that adversary. But if we don't do it, it'll probably just run away with the game. I don't think we have any other way of dealing with it. You can double block this land and kill it with a -1. Just go that way for now. And hope that we get another burn spell. Because it's like, if we don't kill it, we're going to lose. If we throw everything we have just to kill it, we're probably going to lose. See, that's not bad. That is what I was hoping for, that we just got a good draw. And holy poop, did we. Pay with treasures for sure. Make them nice and big. We got creatures to sacrifice to make them indestructible. So if the adversary attacks again, we just block and kill it with Immersturm, sacrifice a creature, unless they try to kill Immersturm first, which they might. And then he has to tap down, because that's part of his ability when he gives himself indestructibles. He taps down. So that's not bad. You're gonna level up the class. They coming in with adversary. They can give it +2/+2. Do they not know I can just... So if I sack the Ghast to Immersturm, it'll go to a 6/6. And they're gonna make it... So I need 7 to kill it. That's okay. Block. Activate this. We sacrifice the Ghast. We do -1 on their adversary. And then we get rid of this, I guess. And now it's enough to kill their adversary, and we take 1 damage. And we still have Immersturm. That's how you use an Immersturm Predator, my friends. Play this out, get another treasure. I don't like this double class, though. Well, we can get him in 2 turns. We have him on a 2-turn clock. I say we go at him with Immersturm. They can't block it. Let's get rid of more of their good stuff out of the graveyard. So they have to deal with Immersturm or get a reach/flying blocker, or we basically got it. Because even with those extra counters they get from Ranger class, we can still chump block, we can still sacrifice the Predator, even though he's already tapped. We can still sacrifice and tap him down, even though he's tapped. So, we've got good stuff. So I had a feeling they were going to come in and attack. With 1, put 2 counters on it. Yes. I guess I'm a bit hungry. My tummy just growled. So, we block with Kalain. Sacrifice him. In case they have a spell to destroy our Immersturm, we can still sacrifice Skullport to Immersturm to give them indestructible if they go for something like that. If they even can. It's usually just fight spells or damage spells, and to do 7 with their creatures or like have a spell to do 7 damage. Meteor Swarm, and they need 3 mana or 3 red mana, and they don't. They only have 2. And Meteor Swarm's the only one I can see doing it. Keep on going with the winning streak. Oh yeah. Okay, I like this. I like this. We got Immersturm coming up. We've got some card draw. Good creatures to sacrifice for that card draw. Tap land first. Sure, let's do it. It takes 2 mana for Deadly Dispute anyways, and that's actually our only black source, I just realized, so we have no choice. Good thing I didn't accidentally play a red source. Yeah, let's start with Skeleton, then we'll go Shambling Ghast 9. Now we got more more discard or more sacrifice stuff. So okay, there we go. Xorn would be cool. We can't play this and sacrifice something at the same time. That kind of church. Let's just play that down. We don't have the black mana now to Deadly Dispute, but that's okay. We can still block and kill this thing, because we can -1. Block with Shambling Ghast, do a damage, -1 it when it dies. And discards 2 cards. That is a dirty joke. Xorn, I guess we gotta keep Immersturm. We need our lands, so we gotta go this too. That sucks because we're discarding card advantage, but we have more of it, so we need to keep Immersturm too. This does -X for the lands. They only have, or the snow permanents? Snow lands. They only have 3 right now. So I don't know if we do Immersturm yet, because they can well, they can't. -3 can kill him, but if he sacrifices a creature, he'll get a counter, and -3 won't. But -4 if they play a land and then do this. It's actually kind of risky. See, we end turn, play defensive, hold up Deadly Dispute, because we can't cast Grim Bounty. I would cast Grim Bounty on this guy if I had the second black source. Come on, game, cooperate. Coming in this way. Do we just block, sacrifice, create a treasure? Because if we block, he dies, and then we don't get the card draw. Shoot, how do we do this? Or do we just take the... Maybe we just take the damage. We're at 20 health. Just take the damage. Why am I thinking so hard on this? Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. I'll do what I want. Yeah, so we hit Sanitarium Skeleton, I suppose. You can come back to our hand and onto the battlefield later. Do that, get a treasure. We can actually bring it back to hand right now, but I don't want to sacrifice the treasure for that, so let's just take our turn. Draw yet another card. Super powerful removal. We'll love to see it. We need both our blacks, so we can't do Shambling Ghast this turn. This can only be activated as a sorcery. They seem to be stuck on mana, but as soon as they get that 4th one, we are so screwed. Right? You know what? Let's do this. Let's get rid of that guy that we don't want to see around here anymore. We don't want to see around these parts no more. Get out of here. We get another treasure because it's Grim Bounty and it creates a treasure, so I was forgetting about that. Then I remembered. And now we're good to go. So we maybe block and kill one with a Shambling Ghast. Keep another one because we need to sacrifice to Immersturm. And it takes 4 mana to get this back to our hand and play it, remember? So, yeah. And this guy dies, create the thing? Yeah. They'll get a zombie token. Well, let's just take 2 more damage. You know what? And then we'll Immersturm. We'll have 2 creatures to sacrifice, getting us time to untap our mana and get Sanitarium back out and going. They don't have that minus effect from their whatever that guy is anymore. More sacrifice food. So yeah, let's just throw down the big old zombie dragon and get another little sacrifice food thing out there for him. Something to chomp on. Chow down. No attacks. Hold the defensive. And we can block these Death Touch guys with Immersturm and then use his ability to gain Indestructible, which means Death Touch can't hurt them. Haha. Unfortunately, if they have Exile effect, we're screwed. Oh, there's always the ifs and the buts. And all that stuff. Oop. Over to us now. Coming in with both of them. So I don't know if we sack Ghast yet. So let's block one with the Predator. Block another with Ghast. We can use the minus effect and we sacrifice the ingredient. Or no. I kind of want to keep my Ghasts for a little bit. Let's block with the ingredient. And then we'll sacrifice the ingredient to the Immersturm to give the Immersturm indestructible. And then we just block that way. This damage doesn't go through and the other guy dies. Yes. Just like that. Exile this thing because it scares the poop out of me. That can get around. What does this say? Return. Discards your turn from your graveyard. Target creature 3 or less. Okay. Okay, so we sacrificed the guy that they was about to die to get card draw. Very nice, my friend. That's very nice. That's our thing in this deck. Let's keep going. Now we can start putting pressure with Immersturm instead of going defensive. And I think we can maybe we can outpace them. I think so. I wouldn't mind more black mana. Put this down. 4 mana held up for this. And I say we just swing in with Immersturm. Let's get rid of this time. And what you got there? What you got there? What is this? Oh, all right, let's do that now. Ooh, it fizzles out and they don't get a decay token. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought they'd still get their decay token. Ooh, and we can still use the student cost of Baleful, which exiles target creature. Okay. I was a little wondering at first. It was hard to get Immersturm on the battlefield because we're not like, oh man, they can get around indestructible. So now, even if they get, no, it's not here. We exiled it, remember? Right, there it is. Sacrifice. They have to tap and sack, so it's going to have summoning sickness, so they have to give it haste. They're going to do this. I say we get rid of our other skeleton to go indestructible. for Immersturm. Okay, so they sack for card advantage, or card draw, which they actually do have advantage in that department at the moment. We have 2 cards in hand. They have, they have 7. We scried something on top. That's not good for us. These are in our graveyard. That's in their graveyard. Oh, yes, pass. Sorry. I didn't realize that they were waiting for me. I apologize. Immersturm is still indestructible all the way until end of turn. He's going to keep getting bigger. Oh my. We need every single thing we have for that right now. Does it end the game? 11 damage with Immersturm. We attack with both Ghast. One gets around for 12. We're 3 shy. Is there any way to get more? Oh, there really isn't. Do we play him or do we wait? Maybe we wait. I think we do one more attack with Immersturm. And then we play that guy. Get rid of this so they can't recast it. And then we're going to play this. So we have more food for Immersturm. And we still have enough mana for Baleful without the student cost, which is really nice. And we have him on the ropes with 9 health. Enters the battlefield, create 2 decay tokens. And what else is on there? When you do exile up to 2 targets from graveyard. So what? They're going to exile both of these. We can grab one of them. We have a Sanitarium Skeleton. Ooh, they're going for our Sanitarium. And, well, we can't do anything about that. I thought they would go for both these things. We can bring Sanitarium back. And then when we untap, we can Baleful Mastery this guy here. So let's do this again. Bring this guy back. Then resolve. They get that, the Deadly Dispute, which we can't bring out of our graveyard anyways. And then next turn, we've got Lethal in air. They have no blockers. So yeah. And they're tapped out for mana. This is it. Booyah. Doesn't matter what we exile, just do it. Yeah. Back on the winning streak again. Love to see it. Haha. Oh yeah. We're on the play, so it's not bad. Not the biggest fan of this hand, though. We don't really want to sacrifice Kalain, but we can use him to get a treasure and then sacrifice that. Sticking with the plan. Yeah, why would I block that? No, thank you. This kind of sucks. Well, at least we'll get some value out of them. Ooh, okay. Too bad he wouldn't be like a 5/5 or something like that. But you know what? Let's go for it anyways. Maybe it was a bit greedy. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm like, what if they have removal for it? Oh, yeah, of course they do. We can prevent it by being exiled, though. And we only have to sacrifice one treasure because we get 2 mana out of it. We can let that resolve, get a treasure, and then sacrifice it before they exile it. Ta-da! And now it's in our graveyard instead of exile. I don't think we can get it back in this deck, though, unfortunately. A more competitive version of this deck, I would... what was I going to say? I'd have Blood on the Snow, and these would be snow lands. And then that would be a way we can get it back. We'll get 1 treasure back after we use this, so we sack 2 treasures to do it. I think we take down their Death Touch. We do get 1 of those treasures back. Yeah. I think that's it for now. All of our lands are tapped out. Let's not sacrifice any more treasures than we have to. We've got a nice collection here, which is pretty cool. They've got 1/1s, which can't get through our Skullport. Merchant, they need Coven in order to use that ability. Is it a sorcery only? Control 3 more creatures, different powers. Transforms instant speed, by the sounds of it. As long as they have Coven, they can just pay 3 mana and do it. Do I want to use this yet, or do I want to wait for something bigger? Something better to use with it. We're not ahead of them on life, so I think we just hold defensive right now. We've got a bit of removal in the Shambling Ghast because we can -1. -1 one of their ambitious farmhands. No attacks from them. I say for now we sack a treasure, because we do have lots of land here, so we should be okay for mana. We've already got 6 lands. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's not that many lands in here. So let them do that. They still need 2 more creatures with different powers than this. I'm really pissed about that land, but let's take our turn. That is actually really nice right now, because we can fry both of their creatures and get in for a couple damage. Yeah, so we can get rid of both of these guys and hit them for 1. 1 damage each is all we need. Magic Missile. I've been playing with that a little more recently, and I'm like, that's not a bad spell. I thought it was so clunky, because there's so many spells that are 2 damage, or 2 mana, 3 damage. Or, you know, like Frostbite when you have 3 snow permanents, 1 mana, 3 damage, right? It's like 3 mana, 3 damage. It's like, that's not that great. I thought it was so clunky, but it's like the ability to target 3 different targets if you want to, or do all on 1 target, is actually really powerful. And I think it's really good. So we go here, get ourselves a treasure. I wish I could sack that, but I can't. I could do this, sack 2 treasures. 1 for the ability, 1 for the mana to pay for the ability. Oh, if we had mana left, we could have sacked our Skullport. Oh, that would have been nice. Alright, Sanitarium Skeleton's pretty cool. Or we can just go straight into Gelatinous Cube and get rid of their Death Touch. Yoink. And turn, it's going to take, what, 2 mana to dissolve that rat. 1 black and 1 of any color. That's bad. See, that would have been a better one to save the cube for. So we really need removal right now. Oh my god, that's not even close to powerful enough for that guy. Was it we sacrifice a creature? Yeah. That one creature at the right moment is just going to win them the game. Because we're going to go for way too long and not be able to do anything about it. And that's going to go on way too long. And they're just going to kill us. Can we even survive 2 turns is 14 damage? We can survive exactly 2 turns. And that is it. That is really friggin' bad. And turn, because we can't attack into that shite. Wow, that is such BS luck. Come on. When you're running these beginner style decks though, you'll lose that way often because that's just the nature of the beast. I absolutely need removal. Holy crap, that's why we're losing. Holy Jesus. Yeah, it's way too late game. Look at these lands. 9 on the battlefield, 4 in our hand. That is absolutely pathetic. That is more than half of our lands. And we are not even halfway through the deck. That is absolutely pathetic. Wow. Like, I'm done. Why do we even keep playing? There's no point at this point. Like, holy shit. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. I just said, yeah, do it. Whatever. Sure, pay with all the treasures. It really doesn't matter at this point. This is frustrating. Drawing that many lands after my opponent gets such utter perfection. Unacceptable. Totally unreasonable. I'm so pissed right now. We deserve to win this game. We totally outplayed, had the better cards, everything. They get 1 card and a whole bunch of luck. What did they do? Sabotage our deck, right? Like, so we only drew lands? Like, this is the only reason they're going to win this. No attacks, though. That's... As long as they can survive a turn, which I think they can, they should have attacked me, because then I'm dead next turn. And this is ridiculous. This game is being handed to them on a silver friggin' platter. How can I not be absolutely furious about this? Yet another land. We're already at the point of impossible number of lands. 10, 11. Holy Jesus. 14 out of our 24 lands. Are you freaking kidding me? Here comes another land. You ready to draw another land? Maybe we can... It won't be a land. Oh my god. You can't be serious. Oh my god. This is a good deck, people. This is outrageous. Wow. 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 Good job, Quartz 95. You really know how to play Magic. You really know how to sabotage your opponent's death. This is ridiculous. Holy shit. Yeah, way too little, and then monumentally too late. Might as well play a land, since we literally can't do literally anything else. Holy shit. How many more times? Wow. Holy shit, Christ. I gotta do this again. We've got the mana. I mean, like, it's all we ever draw. Another fucking land? I am so pissed right now. Don't you dare. This is impossible. This is impossible. This is impossible! 4, 8, 12 lands out. 14. 15, 16, 17? Oh my god. We only have 7 lands left out of the 28 deck cards. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is stacked! How am I supposed to believe that this game isn't totally rigged right now? Holy shit! How many cards did I just do right there? How many cards did I just draw? Unreasonable. Oh my god. Wow, what the frig happened? After last game and now this bullshit? Jesus, and it has to be a tap land or only black. Like, are you friggin' kidding me, game? What is with the stacking every game? I'm getting really mad now. That's 2 games in a row. A mulligan. of absolute bullshit. And then, yeah, of course, one of my highest mana spells. Holy crap. Come on, Wizards. Come on, game. Stop this. This is like 3 hands in a row. One amazingly terrible game. Like, holy crap with the lands. And now this game where everything's just stacked against me. Well, I know it's so early yet, but like, Jesus, we're off to an absolutely horrendously terrible start already. With the freaking tap land off the start when we had a one, like, oh my god, after a mulligan, like, it just adds up. One after the next, after the next. Yeah, whatever. Come on, game. Like, can you give me a fair game today? Holy Christ. Holy Christ. How the hell does this guy have lifelink? Oh, because he's got another cleric. Okay. I'm sorry, I cannot be calm or not bitter right now. After that BS of a game and such a terrible start to this one. Jesus. Come on. Come on, I clicked it. Let's go. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Alright, let's go this guy. Maybe they won't have removal. Dead. Just like that, he's dead. Ready? Here it goes. No? Okay. About time my opponent doesn't have the exact perfect answer at the exact right moment. Again, can't not be completely, absolutely enraged by the last 2 games and the way this one started. Although we're starting to do pretty good now, all I got to do is hope and pray that my opponent doesn't have all the right answers, which they usually do. So, yeah. Gain a life, okay. No attacks? No? Yeah. We can go like this, sacrifice to prevent the life gain. Are you kidding me, game? You better not do this again. That, you cannot do 2 games in a row and expect that to fly with people. You cannot do that. As long as we win with our Westgate next turn, that's going to be a 2020 now. Then, like, that's okay. But like, even then, like, so here they get a chump blocker now. Not really a chump blocker, but they die if they don't block the Regent, so yeah, they kind of have to. I can block the damage, might as well. Whoops, nope. Oh, stop it. Go to combat then, or go to the, thank you. That's what I wanted to do. So let's sacrifice that treasure. Draw more lands. Are you kidding me? Not again. Thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Jesus, the way that last game was. I was starting to freaking lose it right there. Get in there. Not dead yet. I was getting so worried. What was that, 3 lands in a row? I'm like, not again. Don't you dare. I would totally call total rigged if that happened again, which it almost did. Like, that was a good chunk of lands in a row there. The extra card draw I had to do to get through it. Like, oh, man. But there's dead still if they can't block flying. They don't have enough life gain. I'm still about that game. Alright. That and the chunk of lands, you can't. But the deck is good. Besides the program utterly fornicating you in the rear end, like holy crap, that game. You can't deny. That game was impossible for anybody to win. With any deck, you draw that many lands in a row, you're dead. No matter what deck you're running, you're dead. Like, game over. Oh, man. This is a totally different game, and I still can't get over that. Okay, well, there we are. I thought that went overall pretty good. What was it, just the 2 losses, I think, in that run? And, I can't remember the first one now, but I know that second one. I'll never forget that second one. All that extra card draw I was doing. Like, seriously, was that 10 lands in a row? Like, what the F, man? Like, that was ridiculous. Still can't get over that. But anyways, when the program is being fair and shuffling properly, the deck, as you can see, performs very well. Even at in a budget setting, a lot of the other players we went up against were running earlier decks, beginners decks, and stuff like that. And I found we hit just about everything. Why am I yawning so much? It's almost like this weird. It's like I can't even stop it. I'm like, I want to keep talking. But anyways, yeah. So now I can't remember where I was and what I was saying. Oh yeah, that stupid game. Let's not talk about that anymore. That stupid game. But yeah, so I like the deck. I think it's going really great. As we progress forward with this deck, and I'm leaning towards recommending this deck as a great deck to start improving first, simply because it's already so powerful the way it's put together. And mono black control in the meta right now is super powerful because of the card draw and card advantage that you get from Deadly Dispute and Skullport Merchant, and the fact that you get treasures from these guys when you play them as well, so they can even sacrifice treasures, and then you replace the treasures because when you cast the spell, you get another treasure, right? So there's just so much value here. All the value in sacrificing these low man guys is like, it's just so much better. As a first initial upgrade, something a little easier, as I would take out these Sanitarium Skeletons and the Unwilling Ingredient and replace them with Eye Twitches, which allow you to access your sideboard, which we don't have, as you see here, because we don't have anything with Learn. Now, the Eye Twitches, they give you that Learn, and the reason why I haven't added that into this deck yet is because on this account, I don't have any lessons yet, and it's all like commons and a few uncommons that we would use in the sideboard. However, I don't want to just dump all my wild cards on that. I do want to play around modifying other decks from this account to show you guys what that's all about. And as we progress in ranked, maybe this season, maybe next season, then I'll revisit and see what kind of upgrades I can start doing, what kind of wild cards I can afford. But getting some good lessons in the sideboard is super, super powerful. And having these Eye Twitches here can really help facilitate that and help us get those extra card draw and get into that sideboard, which gives us more cards and more spells to cast. So that would be really powerful there. Other than that, if you get the rares and the mythics, you can start dropping either Westgate, which I know won us the one game there. You can either drop Westgate here or even Inferno for more Goldspan Dragons. Maybe even drop, drop Xorn or even Gelatinous Cube, and then get more Goldspan Dragons is a big one. And even Orcus, because you can use it for removal, stuff like that. Like basically these three guys you see right here. Goldspan a little, if you want to go Goldspan and Inferno, those are mythic rares, a little harder. But yeah, those would make a great combo. And here you get the treasures from Goldspan, you sink those treasures into Inferno, and you get a really powerful endgame combo there. Try to keep your removal at the same, maybe lower some of these burn spells and get some like 2-mana black spells that just destroy creatures, so you're not relying on damage instead. But yeah, other than that, play around with it and we'll see where we go and where we can go with the upgrades. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and go check out my Beginner's Guide series. If you are new to Arena and haven't checked that out already, go do it. Lots of good stuff in there. Other than that, you guys all have a great day. I'll see you at the next video. Cheers.